Hello everyone. So if you watched our last video, I talked about starting a little welding project. And what I'm thinking about doing is making like a calf carrier. So we've got this nice calf box here on the back of the side-by-side. But if you watched our last video, when I was trying to lead that cow with her calf into that shelter to put him up in the straw for the night, that cow had a hard time wanting to follow the side-by-side. Because even though I think she knew the calf was in this box and she'd smelt it, she couldn't really see it, and I think they just get so flustered that they just go in circles around this looking for the calf, and I think these boards kind of hide the calf. So what I want to do is just build something coming out of the receiver hitch here where I can come and set the calf just right back here behind the side-by-side on a like a metal carrier type deal. So the calf will be propped right up here, right on the back of the side-by-side, and the cow can circle around and she can see the calf and smell it and put her nose right on it. So I just think that'll help us out getting the cows to follow us where we want them to go if we've got our if we've got their calf with us, because that calf box works great just for moving the calf if you're not worried about moving the cow with her. But I think this will work just perfect for getting these cows to follow us around where we want them to. And I've been debating on how to do this. So we've got some metal here that barely fits in that receiver. It's pretty thick walled stuff, and it's a snug fit getting it in there. But what I'm thinking is I've already got this hitch here, and I think if I weld this up right and get my angles, I might just weld this square tubing to this plate right here and have it come out at an angle up this way, maybe not quite that steep, but up this way somewhere, and put my little calf carrier this far back or so, just far enough back that I can still open the tailgate here and swing open the box. Then if I do my angle right, I'll still be able to use this hitch and be able to get a wagon or something in here and hook it up if I got my angle steep enough that will leave enough space here to do that. So that's kind of how I'm thinking about doing this, because we've got a few of these hitches just laying around not doing anything. So I think I'm just going to use this one I've already got and build it off of that. So I'm thinking about putting about a 12-degree cut on this square tubing just to try to get that angle I'm looking for. So we'll keep that angle. We got enough room for our tailgate to fall down. That should work. So I think we're gonna cut it off right about there, and we'll bring it up. Well, there it is. Nothing too fancy, just threw it together real quick. The idea of it is that we'll just come up here, set the calf down in here. This bar will be in front of its, or behind its front legs, and this one will be behind its back legs. So its legs will dangle over the front and the back and hopefully lock it in place. I'll probably get a blanket or an old saddle blanket or something and set in there just to keep them from laying right on top of that metal, especially if it's really cold and the calf's wet, because they'll probably stick to the metal. So I just went through and ground off all the sharp edges, and we'll give it a try. Maybe we'll have a calf tonight or something and try her out. So I like the idea of putting it on that angle, just instead of coming straight out with it and up, just for the fact of the amount of snow that we have and having that tail swing on it. It might be catching in the snow. So I like the idea of just coming up at an angle and having it right there. And as you saw, I can open and close all my tailgate, and this gate will shut and this won't interfere with it. So I'm pretty excited to see how it works. Good morning, everyone. So when I was out doing my early morning check on the cows, saw we had a new calf out there, and seemed like it was doing really good, so I just left him out there with his mom and just let him mother up more and hopefully get some more of that colostrum in him. So I'm just heading out there now to go give him his vaccines and tag him. And this will give me a chance to try out our little calf holder here. Yesterday I talked about wrapping a blanket or something around it, or a saddle blanket, to kind of protect the calves from the metal if it's real cold. I got to thinking maybe like a pool noodle, like this pool noodle here, would do great on the uprights there. But then I also got to thinking, where in the heck am I going to find a pool noodle this time of year in Star Valley? And luckily my mom had an extra one sitting around her house, and so she let me have it, and we're going to cut it down and see if we can't put some padding on this real quick and go test it out. I had this tape sitting up there above our fire for a couple hours this morning, just trying to warm it up, so hopefully it'll stick a little bit better. I was saying yesterday how warm it's gotten here. I think we were 40 something degrees yesterday, and it's gonna be just as warm today. And you can tell how much it's settled all the snow around here. And our driveway, it's just pretty much a sheet of ice right now. And you can slide around on it. Then yesterday when it was really warm, that was all just straight water on the side of the driveway. So it's nice when it warms up, but it kind of makes things slick and messy. So I didn't have quite enough pool noodle to do the middle here. So I'll probably just, we got some old like bed sheets or something over there, over in the milk barn where the calf warmers are. So I'll probably just go grab one of those and just wrap it around that and tape that up, and I think this will be pretty much ready to go. She's quite the cat, that Chica. I think something like that, and we'll just wrap it in tape. Should be pretty good. Well, I don't know why that shouldn't work. I don't know if any of you guys noticed Orson in the background here, but he's still in timeout for not wanting to go down to that slough pasture with the rest of the bulls. We just hadn't found the day to take him down there with them, so he's just been hanging out by himself up here. So I'm not going to bring that cow and calf in because I feel like they were doing well enough out here just in the pasture. I wanted to try just setting the calf up on this new holder and doctoring it and tagging it on there and just see how it works, and if we like the way if we like the layout, how easy it is to get the calf up on there and all that. So we're gonna give it a try. And that cow seemed like a pretty calm, gentle mom, so I'm not too worried about her trying to attack me when I'm messing with her calf. So this will be a good one to try it on. So one thing that we've done over the last couple of days since it's warmed up so much is started putting the straw in these square feeders here. Because when it was really cold, we were just throwing it out on the ground with the rest of the hay, and the cows are cleaning it right up. But once it warmed up a bit, they don't like to eat it as much. And so instead of eating it, they just lay in it and crap in it, and it goes to waste. So last night we just stuck a bale in here, and they've got this pretty well cleaned up now and didn't waste any of it. When I came out here this morning, that bale had barely been touched, and you've seen how much they've eaten on it just in the last couple hours. There you go. You got a strong baby there, Cal. Seems like it should work all right. Might have made it a little bit too wide, but I think we're pretty close. For anybody wondering what vaccines I give, this one here that goes in the nostril is a vaccine to help prevent pneumonia. This one here that goes in the mouth is a vaccine to help prevent scours, which is kind of like a calf diarrhea type thing. And we tag it. And like I was saying, I don't remember if it was yesterday in the last video, I'm putting my tags in the right ear. I'm putting my dad's tags in the left ear. And this is a heifer calf. So that worked out really well, actually. I'm gonna have to take her down to spray her navels all. That should be fine. I think if it was a bull calf, I think I'd probably be able to get in there and put a band on the nuts. So that's that. So it did kind of look like if she really wanted to buck and kick, she'd probably be able to kick herself out. So we'll just keep trying it. We'll just see if we like this or not. I mean, that worked out great, just having her propped up there like that, and I was able to do all that and not have to be hunched over in the ground. And I guess the good thing with the tape being on here, I should be able to spray this down with some iodine and disinfect it between each use, and shouldn't be soaking into the pool noodles. So for our first trial, I think that worked out pretty good. So with these warmer temperatures, I'm not sure how well you can see on the camera, but most of these roofs have slid. Like these two shelters here, and our big calf shelter over here, it slid pretty much all the way. But this shelter over here, the one I was showing you the other day, that's inside the Quonset area, that one, half of it slid, but then over on this side, these trees hang up that snow from sliding down all the way. So that's probably one of my projects I'd like to get done today. Just go shovel off that roof over there just to get all that weight off of there. Because when the snow gets really wet, like how it is now, it gets heavy and your roofs can collapse if you have too much snow on them. So it'd be good to get the snow off that. And I don't think, I mean, cross my fingers, hopefully we'll be good for the rest of the winter. Because as we get into later February and later into March, the snow we get usually is pretty wet and the temperatures are warmer, so the roof will slide on its own a lot. But coming out of these colder months, there's a lot of snow piled up on them roofs, so when it finally warms up, it likes to slide. But we're gonna start on that and save that for a different video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and thanks for watching. Have a good day.